Nikola Jokic is in a prime position for another NBA championship run. Nuggets can become the first team to go back-to-back since the Golden State Warriors back in 2017 and 2018, which would be a pretty cool feat for Jokic and the Nuggets. And as you guys know, I did make a players drafted before Nikola Jokic video all the way back in December 2022, which is still my most popular video to this day. And since then, there has been a lot of updates with these players, as like I said, right, it's like here and 4 months out. And so this time I want to do kind of a spin on the series and do what happened to all 10 of the centers drafted before Nikola Jokic. So we're going to take a look at that in today's video, and hopefully I can focus a bit more on each of these individual players besides, just going through all 40 of them like extremely quickly. But yeah, let me know, what do you guys think of the Nuggets' chances to repeat and for Nikola Jokic to get another Finals MVP? Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. At number 1, we have Joel Embiid. He has had an MVP season this year in 2024, averaging around 34 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists. He has had a ridiculous season, but the issue is he did have knee surgery, and he's only played 39 games throughout the 2024 season. Now, the Sixers did make it out of the play-in, and will play the New York Knicks in the first round of the 2024 playoffs, so we will see how the Sixers will fare with Embiid back from his knee injury. Yeah, who knows? Maybe the Sixers can make it to the Eastern Conference Finals if they can get past the Knicks, because I think they're in a prime position to do so if Embiid is healthy. But that is kind of the big question, right? Will Embiid be healthy enough and play at a level to carry the Sixers to the Eastern Conference Finals and hopefully maybe the NBA Finals? But I don't know if I really see them getting past the Celtics at this point. However, we will see, right? You just never know at this point. There's a lot of parity in the NBA, and if the Sixers get hot like they have been, and Embiid is playing at an MVP level, and averaging that 34 points a game, you just never know what could happen. So we'll see what happens with the Sixers in the playoffs. At number 2, we have Noah Vonleh, who was the 9th overall pick in this draft. He played for 8 total seasons in the NBA so far with Charlotte, Portland, Chicago, and the Knicks, which was his best season, where he averaged 8 points a game, nearly 8 rebounds, 1.9 assists on 33.6% from 3. He also played with Minnesota, Denver, and Brooklyn, and then last played for the Boston Celtics in the 2023 season. He was then traded to San Antonio and waived in January 2023. However, he was last reported to have signed with the Shanghai Sharks of the CBA for the 2024 season. But who knows? He is a stretch big, so maybe he can get back in the NBA at some point. At number 3, we have Dario Saric. He was the 12th overall pick in this 2014 draft. He didn't come over till the 2016 to 2017 season with Philadelphia, but pretty much his whole career, he's been a really solid stretch 4/stretch 5. Although he did have a torn ACL in the 2021 finals with the Phoenix Suns. However, he did come back and he's still been pretty solid. He had a pretty good year at the Warriors for the most part, but he kind of did fall out of the rotation towards the end of the season. However, he does provide a lot of value, like I said, with kind of that, stretch 4/stretch 5 skill set. And I'm sure a lot of championship contenders will be looking to sign Saric in this year's upcoming free agency. So we will see where he lands, but it's unfortunate that we won't get to see him in the playoffs since the Warriors got eliminated in the play-in by the Sacramento Kings. At number 4, we have Adrian Payne, who was the 15th overall pick in this draft. He played pretty much solely power forward, but he probably would have played the 5 in today's NBA since he was, a 3-point shooter and played at center overseas. He did have 4 seasons in the NBA. He played 3 games with Atlanta and then played with Minnesota for the rest of the 2015, 2016, and 2017 seasons. He also played with Orlando for 5 games in the 2018 season, while also playing in China, Greece, France, Turkey, and Lithuania. Unfortunately, though, he was tragically killed in May 2022. I don't really want to go into that, but just it's a really unfortunate situation. At number 5, we have Jusuf Nurkic, who was the 16th overall pick in this draft. He spent his first 2.5 years with Denver until he was traded midway through the 2017 season after kind of the experiment with him and Jokic didn't really work. And then he was Portland's starting center for about 6 years. He did have an unfortunate broken leg injury during the 2019 season where the Blazers made the conference finals, but still after that, he's been a super productive player. And then this past offseason, he was traded to Phoenix in the DeAndre Ayton trade, and he's still been really, really good for Phoenix. He's currently on a 4-year, $70 million extension that he signed with Portland last summer, so it looks like he will probably be in Phoenix for the foreseeable future. At number 6, we have Bruno Caboclo. He was the 20th overall pick in this draft from Brazil. He's classified as a small forward, power forward, or center, kind of according to Basketball Reference, but Pro Baller says he's a small forward. Either way, he would probably play the 5 spot if he were to get back in the NBA given his height, wingspan, and shooting abilities. He started off his NBA career in Toronto for his first 4 seasons, but he didn't really get much playing time. He eventually landed with the Kings in the 2018 season and then had a career year with the Grizzlies in 2019, averaging 8.3 points per game on 36.6% from 3. He was also with the Grizzlies in 2020 and then Houston as well in 2020 and 2021, but he has since played in France, Brazil, the G League in Mexico City, Germany, and then he played in the Adriatic League in Eastern Europe for this 2024 season. At number 7, we have Mitch McGary. He was the 21st overall pick in this 2014 draft, but he played mostly power forward, but he probably would have played the 5 in today's NBA since he's 6'10", 255, and didn't really shoot threes back then. He is classified as a center by Draft Express. He did play 2 seasons with OKC, but spent a good amount of time in the G League, but he never played in the NBA again after getting suspended for drug violations, and he was waived by the Thunder in October 2016. Wikipedia says he started bowling in 2017 since that was a sport he did in his youth, but I really couldn't find any other information as it looks like he's keeping his life extremely private now. But if I had to guess, he's probably still bowling at the moment, and I'm not really sure where his professional basketball career stands at this point. At number 8, we have Clint Capella, who was the 25th overall pick. He spent his first 6 years in Houston till the 2020 trade deadline when he was traded to Atlanta, although he didn't really play that 2020 season for Atlanta because of an injury. However, he has been in Atlanta ever since. He's been a great pick and roll partner with Trae Young, and before that, he was really good for the Houston Rockets, was the perfect pick and roll partner with James Harden. So yeah, Clint Capella, he's just been a really solid, double-double type center throughout his career. He's got tremendous values on a pretty good contract, so it's kind of unclear whether the Hawks will keep him since they did get eliminated in the play-in round. However, like I said, he's still a really solid center, and he's definitely a starting center on pretty much any team in the league, probably besides the Sixers and the Nuggets, obviously, where you have Embiid and Jokic. But either way, Capella is a very valuable center, and it'll be interesting to see where he lands this offseason or if he changes teams at all. At number 9, we have Jarnell Stokes. He was the 35th overall pick in this 2014 draft. He is only 6'8", but he likely would have been a small ball 5 in the NBA currently since he's a decent rebounder, but not that potent of a 3-point shooter. However, Basketball Reference does say that he is a center and power forward. During his NBA career, he had short stints with the Grizzlies, Heat, and Nuggets over 3 seasons until 2017. He also played on various teams in China and the G League until 2020. But that's the last he was seen in pro basketball. However, the most recent news with him was that in February 2024, it was announced that Stokes is now working on producing a movie called Break the Cycle, which sounds like a pretty neat project. And lastly, with the 10th center taken before Jokic in this 2014 draft, we have Johnny O'Bryant, who was the 36th overall pick. He played mostly power forward, but he probably would have played the 5 in today's NBA since he has added a 3-point shot throughout his pro career. Pro Ballers classifies him as a center. He did play 4 NBA seasons with Milwaukee, Denver, and Charlotte. He has also played in Israel, the VTB League, the Adriatic League, Turkey, China, and he played in Japan for the Ibaraki Robots for the 2024 season. So that is what happened to all of the 10 centers drafted before Jokic in the 2014 NBA draft, and this is the official kind of 2024 update of what they are up to now. So if you guys kind of did like this sort of different concept for a players drafted before type video, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know if you guys have any more ideas for the series. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.